Hey guys, Chad with Pure Media Systems. Today we're going to be showing you how to mount a 65-inch flat screen on your wall. We're actually going to be using the Sony XBR65X 900F. As you can see, there's already a double gang plate here with electric. So what we're going to do is actually use a slim surge protector. It actually gives you 3 outlets on the side as well as some coax surge. What's really nice is one of the electric outlets actually rotates 90 degrees, so it makes for easy installation. We use these behind TVs, for projectors, on subwoofers, anything like that, a little bit of protection. So we pop the top cover off, and we're going to, there's that cover on the back as well. Pull that off. Now what's really nice is this secures into the wall plate here, so it doesn't come off. We're going to screw this in here. So we're going to use our screwdriver. And go right into the wall. Usually you don't see double gang wall plates like this for electric on TVs. Projectors for that matter. This house just happens to. It's a little bit older home. So as you can see, this is not going anywhere on here. We're going to take our cover, go right back on here, pop that on. And you can see on here there is a green light right there. It shows protected. So we're good on that. Next step is to attach the wall plate or the brackets onto the TV, do some measurements. We're actually going to be installing a Sonos soundbar with this. We're going to attach it to the TV using a soundbar bracket. Alright guys, so first step here, we've already taken apart, opened up our box for the soundbar, or the TV bracket, excuse me. We've got 2 arms that attach to the TV here. Sony in these series actually include screws that are the correct red for the TVs, which is really nice. More and more brands are starting to do that. We're also going to use the Sanus soundbar mount so we can attach the wall bracket for the Sonos play bar. So from here, we're going to unscrew the screws that are in here. Now, if you need different sizes, we may actually end up having to use different size lengths of screws. The brackets that we use do come with different size lengths, various different sizes and lengths. It's a universal bracket, but is one of the few out there that you actually get size screws that work for a lot of the Samsung TVs. The Samsung TVs do use some obscure sizes for whatever reason. So we've got that here. Now we're going to, this bracket actually has post leveling. So let's say for whatever reason the bracket isn't on the wall perfectly level, the wall plate, you can actually tighten or loosen the screws on the top here, pushes against the plate that's on the wall, and it can raise and lower the TV on there. So you don't have to take the TV back off the wall or do extra holes in the wall. It's a really nice feature for that. So we're going to go ahead and pull the pieces out of the box here. We've got that here. Comes in different sizes, so we've got that. We've got 2 different arms here. Attach. So every soundbar is going to be a little bit different about how it lines up. So we'll put this here, and it does come with a spacer that you put behind it. To accommodate for the extra depth there, or the space that this takes up for the bracket. Do the same thing on this side. So because this adds depth to, or it will add depth to the bottom of this bracket, you need to be able to accommodate for it on the other side. So we're going to mock this up. So like I said, we're going to be using the Sonos Play Bar with this configuration. We're going to use the Play Bar wall mount kit in conjunction with the soundbar mount. So within the box, you've got your wall bracket, and inside of one here you've got some hardware. So here's what the plate looks like. Open this up and cut this open here. It's a little bit easier. What's really nice is it actually tells you where you need all the different pieces. It has the ability to accommodate for different stud spacings. Actually has centers marked on here because the way that the play bar attaches to it, it doesn't actually land right in the center. Otherwise, you would see the top of this bracket. There's also within here you've got a little level and some hardware if you're actually attaching this to the wall. Like I said, today we're going to use the soundbar mount kit. There's also in the box a manual and a template, which make things easy. Depends on your preference. If you like to use a paper template, you can take it to the wall or hold it, or you can just use the bracket on the wall and do your markings from there. So we've got that on here. We're going to make sure it does tell you there's arrows, so you know that that is up. So if we want it, we're doing this here to adjust and get measurements. Right there should be good. A little closer for workspace here. So we're going to keep everything the same on both sides. So we've got the screw hole into the third place over here. So we're going to do the same on this side. Tighten a little bit. Line up the washer. Now the way that this lines up, we're going to pull out the leveling screw for the time being. It threads right into the top very easily. This allows us to be able to screw the bracket in here. Put that aside. Right in. Got that nice and tight. Into there. Same thing here. Alright. We're going to count which hole on the top. You can see there are holes in the top, and the bottom there's just a slit here. I want to make sure that it's in the same hole in the top on both sides so that it, of course, starts out being level. On the 13th hole, I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side. good. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Through this. Line up the washer. Confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 pull. Get it all lined up. Go. So from here we're going to line up the soundbar bracket and attach that, and I'll show you. So the screw that we're going to go for the leveling screw go right back in the top. So what I always do to start out with is you can feel from the bottom here, you only do a couple little turns to where you're just feeling that it's level with the top so that it starts out where this is level. If you ever need to adjust it, it's always better to start with it on a baseline and then adjust from there. Because if you make sure your bracket on the wall is level, the plate is level, and these screws are not lined up properly, it's going to start off not level. It's going to play some games with you. So these pieces can turn here, they loosen and tighten. So we're going to tighten down a little bit so they don't move too much. We're going to grab our plate again. And we're going to line it up here. This looks to be pretty good right here. Alright, so now that we've got our brackets on the TV, we've got our soundbar bracket here and all tightened, we actually have our Sonos Playbar wall mount bracket attached to the Sanus soundbar bracket, we can do our measurements. So we're going to take the wall plate here, we're going to go ahead and fit it on. You know, of course there's various different ways of doing this whole thing. Some people measure differently. I've found this to be a proven effective way for measurement. So we've got it on here, mocked up into the bracket here. So just so you can see, these brackets actually have pull strings that can lock it in here. So on the bottom there are teeth so that it doesn't come out. Kids can't get into it, you guys can't get into it. We're going to leave those unlocked right now just so that for measurement purposes. So we're going to measure from the bottom of the bracket down to the bottom of the soundbar here. So we can see that is about 19¼ inches to the bottom of the soundbar. We're also going to measure from the top. So that's about 11 inches there. Just confirm, so this way you know how you're measuring everything. Or where the placement is going to be. So where you actually put the bracket on the wall. We're about 19¼ inches. Alright, so we've done our measurements and marked where we're wanting to put everything in the center of the wall. So what we're going to do now is find the studs. Always go into studs when you can, almost always do your best to do that. So we're going to mark them down. Here. So we're marking this now here. You gotta use the right tools for everything. So got that marked. We're going to take our bracket here. So get it lined up. You want to course, you're going to want to level. Alright. And then we're going to mark top and bottom holes where we want everything. We're actually going to pre-drill. You know what size drill bit in this case with this bracket. It uses a 7/32 drill bit for the lag bolt. So we always pre-drill. If you don't pre-drill your studs, you'll run the risk of splitting the studs in the wall, which is just not good. So we've already loaded our drill up, 7/32 drill bit, and get it ready to drill. We've got our mat down in our box to catch bulk of the trash here. And of course, you want to go into the center of the stud. You don't want to be on the sides. So we're going to switch out the drill bit here for our socket. And this is a 1/2 inch socket that will fit the lag bolts, the head of the lag bolts for this. So we've already fitted the washers onto our lag bolts. Be prepared for this. Go ahead and get these started. Again, same with the screws on the TV. Always like to get it started and not totally tight. Make sure everything is level again before it is tight. Again, you like to start with it being level, everything as level as possible. Sometimes there's always extenuating circumstances, but you do what you can here. And that is still perfectly level. You get it down to a feel, you don't want to over tighten anything, so that's perfectly level. Check, it's nice and tight, there's no flexing or there's no movement between the spacer, the bolt, and the wall or the bracket. So we're going to, again, get our measurements ready. We're going to actually, so that it's a perfectly floating look here, we're actually going to be attaching our cable box, Roku, and other devices to the back of the TV. We're using some heavy-duty Velcro.
All right, so you can see here we actually have all of the devices plugged in and mounted to the back of the TV. So we have the cable box as well as a Roku, the Harmony hub, and a power strip back there that actually has all of the devices plugged into it, including the TV, the Sonos play bar. So all we'll have to do is plug in the one power cable into the surge protector on the wall, and everything will be set up and ready to go.
Alright, so now we're going to install the Sonos sub right into the TV here. So we're going to use another slim surge protector. We're going to pop off take the screw out of the wall plate, because it secures right into it. screw out, reattach. Of course, you need to take the cover off. Go right in. And we're going to tighten the screw for the surge protector so that it doesn't fall out and it's nice and secure. Okay, check, we have a protected light. Pop the cover right back on. Want to keep track of your tools. So, we're going to take the cable. So that plugs into the bottom of the Sonos sub. Test with this here. It should be long enough. Bundle the cable back up. So we're going to plug it in. This again has a rotating outlet on the bottom of it. We're going to plug it right in. And it sits right here. Real low profile, covers your outlet, and a real nice look to it. It will sound very good paired with our Sonos Play Bar here. Alright guys, so we've got our 65-inch Sony 900F series TV mounted on the wall. No wire showing with our Sonos Play Bar mounted right below it. And our Sonos sub wirelessly connected to that whole system. It's all controlled by our Harmony Touch remote here. It's actually the Harmony Ultimate with the Harmony Hub mounted behind the TV. The AT&T Uverse box and the Roku are also mounted behind the TV, so nothing is showing. There's no wires anywhere. It's all behind here with a slim surge protector. If you're needing any Sony TVs, Sonos products, call us at 972-905-0556 or email sales@puremediasystems.com. We are based out of Dallas, but we can certainly ship anywhere to you if you're wanting to do the work yourself. If you're in the Dallas area and are needing help with installation or ideas, consultations, please call us again at 972-905-0556. Thank you.